guys. Today is October 11th, 2021, and I'm here with the Bitcoin report of what's happening in the Bitcoin world. So previously, when I spoke to you guys, Bitcoin was kind of around 50-ish area. And we discussed the probability of Bitcoin coming down to 42K area and correcting and then making a way move up. If you remember, the volume weighted price averages um, from the bottom of 30,000 in the summer and from the top of 65K, there's just too much confluence which was happening in this area. And after this massive run up from 29,000 to 54,000, it kind of felt like, the moves have been made and there was a bearish divergence. So there was a correction, but we said, 42K is our support. If we break down, then we got 38K, then 33K, and then the last is 30. And then after that, we come down to the 25 or even can go lower. But, as expected, we held really well this 42K area. And look what we have done since then. It's just phenomenal at the speed at which things are going. Um, a very interesting thing about this is we are kind of approaching all-time highs now. Congratulations to all the people who bought the dip over here when there was extreme fear in the market and it was kind of like, going to zero kind of feeling. A lot of people who don't understand this, they were like, oh, it's going to go to zero. But congratulations to all of you who were able to buy in this area. And congratulations to all of those people also who were able to scoop out this dip in this 42K area. And now we are, we broke through a couple of volume shelves. There was a good amount of volume built up in this 48, 46, 47 region, and we cleared that area. The next region of volume is this 58 to 54, and we are penetrating through this. So a lot of people who, let's say, bought in this range around 57, 58K back like in, February, March, April. Um, those people, if they don't believe we're gonna make all-time highs and crossover, they should be distributing the coins. And that is something which is very interesting to me is, are we going to see a distribution from those people who bought in those areas coming out and start selling their coins because they don't believe it's going to go, much further. But as you can see, we have we are kind of penetrating that area and we are not seeing any signs of distribution. Even if you break down and go to lower time frames, you can see we entered this volume area, but we are in the indicators and the fundamentals, we are not seeing any sort of good distribution happening where people are just, dumping their coins in the market. So all in all, it sounds like, we are going to make an all-time high very soon. If you, I just came out of this chart, you can see here we broke this region today with a massive candle. I think this should hold this 56,000 area for this candle close today in 2 hours. I think we should be holding that. Um, and even if we don't hold, I think we are marching upwards. But um, we are seeing good volume coming in, and we are breaking resistance, and we are touching all-time highs pretty soon. So, all in all, it's looking from the fundamental side of things, it's looking pretty healthy. Even when you go to a monthly view, I think it's a monstrous. That's my squiggly drawing, but you can see how phenomenal this candle is looking on a monthly side. Like a straight green candle up, and it has a potential of going up to like 65K and more within this month. So it's going to be super interesting in next couple of months how things look like. So um, let's talk about some on-chain activity. Um, so from on-chain perspective, we are seeing the funding is coming back, which means people are taking long positions, people are starting putting leverage. which also means that there could be a little flush of these people, but not necessarily it happens every time. Um, there's something to keep in mind when you're seeing funding coming back, people getting overexcited, over bullish. But we are far, far away from the real mania that we have seen. If I quickly go over to the Google Trends, which I started tracking recently, so if you look at in the end, oh, 1 second. You can see here, you this is 2017, guys, where things were, crazy. And this is your January, February time when things were crazy. We are we are not there yet, right? We are far, far away from those areas. So as things go in the market, like, as the price rises, you will see more media coverage, more celebrities will come out, more, fund managers or promoters will come out, and you will see, everywhere people will be promoting buy Bitcoin, it's going to go to infinity, whatever, right? So we are not in that phase yet. I think we are going to build good support. We're going to cross 65K. And then suddenly you'll see that in the news, things start popping up. And then, you know how it goes from there. Like then the news, the media will market it, and the crowd will come in, and the price will just, will keep going up and up and up from there. So back to the on-chain stuff. So if you look at from the hodler sentiment perspective, from this view, you can see here, this pink line is the supply in wallets. So what we are seeing is that our supply in wallets is trending up, meaning there is no distribution happening. Like people are still scooping up coins and putting them in their wallets rather than transferring the coins from their wallets and selling in the market. Like for example, if you see here, let me just clear up the chart. Um, you can see here, there was a good accumulation. Let's pull the last 2 years. You can see here we were in nice accumulation, but then when we reached this kind of area in April, then we saw the distribution and the supply in wallets decreased. But since summer of this year, we can see the supply in wallets is just going, it's trending upwards. Similarly, the exchange balances are coming down. This is the orange line. So overall, super bullish, super, super healthy. Um, and um, that the realized price continues to also climb up for Bitcoin, which is again very healthy. We want to see realized price going upwards, and that's what we are seeing. The orange line is the realized price, which is the Bitcoin traded in the market where it exchange hands. So you can see here the price continues to climb every day up. So, all in all, things are looking super good. A lot of people are thinking, like, where is the end of all this? What's going to happen? There is news about ETF getting approved. Um, there are a few ETFs lined up for approval, and we don't know if SEC is going to approve or not. The chairman of SEC, Gary Gensler, is a big supporter of cryptocurrencies. I mean, he has taught a class at MIT on Bitcoin. So I would be surprised that if he opposes the idea of having cryptocurrency ETF. I don't know if it's going to happen this year or next year or whenever, but something I think which is coming down the line. There is another thing which I wanted to talk about, which is in 2017, I wanted to, you know, in 2017, I wanted to show you the parabolic rise we saw. So October 31st, maybe we should go to the daily view here. Let's remove all that, and then here. So I was looking at the data, and on October 31st, around this area, this date, on October 31st, CME futures were launched. And look what happened. We were trading at around like 6,300. And once the CME futures were launched, yes, we popped and then it's like, sell the news kind of thing. And then we came down, but look at the run up from 5,000 to 20,000. And I think December, I think 13, 14, 15, 16, something like that, when the CME futures went live, and that was basically the start of the bear market. So if you just, um, look at this magnitude, like, right now we are trading at 57,000. So if you kind of like imagine, the price today is 5,700, right? Like 4 years back, right? We would be like here, in this area, and then we are looking at this run up. So if we were to just um, create a mirror image, we get the ETF news somewhere around like here, which is right here, 5638 in October 19th, 18th October 2017, in those terms. And then, we just go. Yes, we will have some corrections, but then we just pop uh, because it's such a bullish event for the industry if ETF gets approved. Although I think we're gonna cross 65K pretty soon, and I think our resistance might be around $80,000. That's where you have uh, you have your 355-day moving average, which has always you know always served as resistance. Um, so which is kind right now, the calculation is around $80,000. So we might be, going towards 80K right now, and then there might be a pullback after like 20% pullback, and then we start again, and then make, more all-time highs. All the calculations are pointing towards 250K top. I've done a lot of analysis. And looks like the top of this cycle maybe around $250,000, and then starts the bear market, um, uh, where we again go through a correction, again come down to like 50,000 mark or something. I know a lot of people can't digest all this, but this is the reality. This is how it works. We go up and we come down, we consolidate, and then we go up. I mean, if throughout the history, you can see here, right? We go up, we come down, we go up, we consolidate, we go up again, we come down, consolidate, and then we go up. So um, if you're not into trading this stuff, if you're dollar cost averaging, obviously you're on the right side of things. You will be benefited. Um, I know a lot of people are also fearful that, should we be buying at these prices? Well, guys, you should be dollar cost averaging to begin with. If you're thinking of starting a new position, going into the market right now, I think you're too late. You missed a lot of gains, and still, you can add a little bit, see how it goes for you in next 2 3 months. Remember, this is super volatile. It can go up and down 20 30% in a day. So um, you can start with some small position and see how it goes for you. But I would say, spend the time to learn about this technology, learn about how it works, and dollar cost average in the long run. So um, I think that's it for today. There's not much. The price just keeps grinding up. I did put out some forecast over here, which might not be true at this point, where I said October 21st, Bitcoin will have at least see 65K, which I think, yeah, it's going to happen. November 21, 100K, and December it's 150, 200. I think it will be between 150 to 250 or maybe more. But I'm not gonna, hold my breath for 250 and more. I think 225 to 250 sounds like uh, based on all the calculations and technicals, sounds like a good good target. Um, there are a lot of good people sharing, really good content on Twitter, which I keep retweeting. So if you're not following me, you can follow me. It's my handle is Bitcoin Price Action 8. You can just follow me there, and I keep retweeting whatever interesting things that I find. Here are the ETF potential approval dates in front of you. If anything gets approved, it's super bullish for the industry. And um, that's it for today, guys. Yeah, so if you have any questions, you know me, you know how to reach out to me. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, and if you have any questions, message me. Thank you very much and take care.